Hello, and it's great to see so many people. People have come down from Yorkshire. People have come over from the continent, including a little boy whose 13th birthday it is today, giving up his birthday to be here. People from the northwest, people from the southwest, people from all over the country. Because why are we here? To say no to this damaging, job-destroying, rights-threatening Brexit that Johnson is putting before the country. Remember, cast your minds back to 3.5 years ago. They told us, remember, that it was going to be easy, the easiest deal in history. Well, it's turning out, isn't it, to be a little bit complicated, with all kinds of problems that they kept quiet about at the time. They told us it would save lots of money that would all go to the NHS. In fact, it's costing a fortune, and the NHS itself is going to be damaged by Brexit. They said it would be good for the economy, create jobs and prosperity. The opposite is the case. So it's not surprising, is it, that people who voted Leave 3.5 years ago are beginning to say, this is not what I was promised, that's not what we were told, and it's damn well not what I voted for. The longer this has gone on, the more we've realised that there is actually no good Brexit. Because either if we go ahead with Brexit, either we distance ourselves from the European Union, outside the single market, outside the customs union, and we have a huge economic hit, or we attenuate that by staying inside the customs union, the single market, but then we have to follow the rules without having a say on them anymore, because we're not a member. Neither is good for Britain, neither is acceptable. So the right thing to do now is to put this back to the public. Of course, Johnson doesn't want that. Why doesn't he want it? Because he knows he would lose. If the public got another say, a final say, how would it vote? Remain. How would it vote? Remain. How would people vote across the country? Remain. That's why he doesn't want to do it. But frankly, not putting it back to the people now that Brexit is turning out to be so completely different from what was promised 3.5 years ago, not putting it back to the people is like saying to the public, you had your say 3 years ago. Now you've got to shut up and accept whatever we come up with. That is not acceptable. That is not democracy. Thank you very much.